Bangladesh eye to end in high note against Sri Lanka, especially within a short time, they have made the level the series in white ball cricket, especially up against Sri Lanka, first in ODI format and this time in the another shortest format, I mean T20. And tomorrow is another decider. Who would be the series winner, either Bangladesh or Sri Lanka? So Bangladesh probably they've got the best chance once again because earlier encounter we saw this when they got the opportunity to cleanse the series. In fact, they were crashed in less than 100 runs or just 100 runs distance. It was a big margin win for Sri Lanka. But this time, Bangladesh got another opportunity if they can win tomorrow match. I mean, T20 format with Bangladesh. We saw the team combined performance, other than or rather than individual bank or brilliancy. So we saw some good effort from the batting end, especially Liton Das got his brilliant cameo innings, a brilliant comeback innings. In fact, last 13 appearance, he could not make any half century, and he did last match. In fact, it was incredibly important match, and it is incredibly unbelievable for Bangladesh really. And Liton Das got his good form, and in fact, Shami Mohsin Poturi, and he doesn't like play selfish type of cricket. We saw a number of time, and last appearance he did similar sort of fashion, in fact. So on the other hand, Sri Lanka, they have some formidable firepower. Like Kushal Mendes, how aggressive he is. In fact, last match he could not open his account and he could not have a good going. In fact, Bangladeshi bowlers, they managed to restrict them, and especially like some bundle wickets falling. We saw Sri Lankan and then regular interval Bangladeshi bowlers managed to get wickets, pick up wickets in regular intervals. Result, and Sri Lanka bundled out with 94 runs. They're simply miraculous for Bangladeshi bowlers. And we saw some excellent seam and swing presentation, especially when Shorifully started his over, and absolutely he made a massive blue for Sri Lankan team. And also we saw Mustafiz some economy spell, and also some other bowlers, Rishad Hassan standing, and after seven months he got an international appearance and got 3 wickets haul against Sri Lanka. It's a relatively stronger batter they in this format especially. But Bangladesh on the other hand, we every time we lack, I mean Bangladesh team lack having a superstars, legendary stars, but superstars. We across the format, we haven't got some ODI batters, some Test batters. They would be known as superstar. When we saw Sri Lankan early days, especially Sanat Jayasuriya now coursing, and we saw Mahela Zarbot, one of the best player ever produced cricket world. Then we saw Orzu Ranatunga and plenty of players. But in Bangladesh, we only find Shakib Al Hasan as an all-rounder, and we can say Tamim Iqbal, another a superstar if we surmise. Only 2 or 3 players in Bangladesh ever produced. But in Sri Lanka, every time we see some veteran players, and they're being produced superstars every time. And these days we see that they have very much aggressive. Kushal Mendes, how stylish he is, and we saw some other players, Pathuni Sanka, how formidable he is. Even he performed magnificently in ODI and even Test cricket. So plenty of good batters in the batting lineup. Unfortunately, they could not make good advantage, countable advantage in last match and even in last 2 appearances. But if they are on song, then be very much difficult for Bangladeshi bowlers to stop them. So Bangladeshi batters, they need some sizable partnership. Not only one, but 2 or 3 partnership, as I mentioned, that with the key for Bangladeshi to have a standard going, and in fact to have a sizable total or mammoth total, and whatever one just close to 180 Bangladesh got in a second encounter, and that was more than enough for Bangladeshi bowlers to defend. In fact, Bangladeshi bowlers did the level best and exactly being bundled out in Sri Lankan team within 94 runs, and even that's their home soil. So obviously Bangladeshi bowlers can do the duty once again if they can. So if you can see some seam and swing presentation, especially from seamers, and they have the anchoring role to play on tomorrow's, I mean, the big final match and series decider. At least one way we can say there'll be the consolation for Bangladesh. And we know that last 8 appearance in this year, Bangladesh only got the second win in T20 format. We're absolutely lacking behind in this format, especially we're playing poor cricket across the format, as I mentioned, Italia. But the question is the ODI format, we got a consolation win, and in T20 format, we got a solitary win out of two. And tomorrow, most probably, another ambitious opportunity for Bangladeshi batters is to have a brilliant display, and whatever Litton Das did. So some of the batters should play. Even Litton played some anchoring role, and some of the players to need to step up themselves, then growing up some partnership, then scoring some good flow, especially top order firing, even middle order to play marginal type of innings, then finishers should do, I mean, that those who are tail ender and late middle order, they should do the fine tune. Thus that can be, and eventually the better unit performance for Bangladeshi, but thus are that will be enjoyable, and we are hoping so. Thank you very much for joining Crickline24.com.